you come out of, I think the bubble really revealed a lot because there were a bunch of young teams that revealed themselves.
All right, we're back at it. A quick game, and let's get on.
Mitchell, you saw.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with their opponents. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Sanders' first carry of the game. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They go play action with Hurts. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates. But pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tuck breaks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And the carry on first down by Mostert, going to wind up losing yardage there as he stopped for officially a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. We kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
1-yard line.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. We're scoreless after 1.
The end of the first quarter with no score. Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Looking sideline, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort from minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 63 yards. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Throwing is Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced them to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 25-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Garoppolo, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They run once more with McKinnon. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Jordan Reed has it, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
15-yard line.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Johnny Garoppolo taking it in. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range, but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Rolling to his left, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works, and that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Completes it to Samuel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mostert. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo now. Incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
First and 10 is Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Another run with Sanders. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 56-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
At the 34-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 27. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Garoppolo leaves for McKinnon on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Kyle Shanahan an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 10 yards on
They go play action with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off. Hurts fumbles it. And this is going to be 49er football.
Thank you, sir.
We thought KD would be bringing it.
But this couldn't be much worse, could it? This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker. Just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This from 51 yards for the win.
Good night. Have a good night, sir. You take the L to sleep. All that shit talking. Still take the L.
With the ball in his hands, did he ever attack? He got loose for that one little floater off the, but he was kind of going half speed because he was wide open. The reason he was leading the league in assists through much of the year, he just gets in the lane like that. He just sort of just cuts in the. You can't keep him out of the lane. Well, they knew from the jump last night he can't get in the lane. So to me, that's an offensive liability. In the fourth quarter, Kevin Durant's bringing up the ball himself a lot. And by the way, last quick point.
Fourth quarter, but you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say hard.
So
That's the thing, though. The opponent never views hard as a liability on offense. Even if he's not hot, you still got to worry about that dude.
On EA Sports.
And by the way, P.J. Tucker played 33 minutes and guarded Kevin as hard as he could guard him and scored 0 points. And no assists and 4 rebounds.
This is why Kevin Durant was.
This is why you shouldn't talk shit.
He guarded PJ.
You talk shit, you go to sleep. Give me the L. I wasn't even playing them. I was on the phone. Come on, man.
He's saving all his energy for the offensive end. You got to take some of that zap out of it.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here.